You've seen barcodes your entire life. On cereal boxes, shampoo bottles, every product you've ever bought. But here's something you probably never noticed: no two barcodes in the world are the same. And the reason why is hiding in plain sight inside those black and white lines. Here's what's actually going on. Most people assume a barcode is just a visual version of a product number. The lines are decorative. The number underneath is what the scanner actually reads. But that's not right. The scanner never reads the number. It reads the lines. And those lines aren't random stripes, they're a precise code. A language built entirely from thick and thin bars, spaces and gaps. And once you understand how that language works, you'll see barcodes completely differently for the rest of your life. Let's start with what a barcode actually stores. A standard barcode, the kind on almost every product in a grocery store, stores a 12-digit number. That's it. 12 digits. But those 12 digits carry a lot of information. The first digit identifies the type of product. The next 5 identify the manufacturer. The following 5 identify the specific product. And the last digit is a check digit, a mathematical safety net that verifies the scan was read correctly. So when a scanner reads a barcode on a bottle of shampoo, it's not looking up the price in the barcode itself. It's reading a 12-digit code and sending it to a database. The database matches that code to a product, retrieves the price, the name, the stock level, everything. The barcode is just the address. The database is the house. Now, how does the scanner actually read those lines? A barcode scanner fires a laser beam at the barcode. That laser beam sweeps back and forth across the lines hundreds of times per second. When the laser hits a white space, it reflects back strongly. When it hits a black bar, it absorbs the light and reflects back weakly. The scanner reads those reflections as a pattern of strong and weak signals. Strong signal, white space. Weak signal, black bar. And that pattern of strong and weak signals maps directly to the pattern of thick and thin bars in the barcode, which maps directly to the 12-digit number. The whole process takes less than a millisecond. Now here's where the self-checkout angle gets interesting. When you drop an item on a self-checkout scanner, it doesn't matter which way the barcode is facing. Upside down, sideways, tilted, it reads it instantly. How? Modern scanners don't fire a single laser beam. They fire multiple beams simultaneously, in different directions, at different angles. Some go left to right. Some go diagonally. Some go top to bottom. At least one of those beams will cross the barcode at the right angle to read it, regardless of how the product is positioned. Think of it like casting a net instead of throwing a single fishing line. Instead of hoping one beam hits the right angle, you send dozens of beams in every direction simultaneously and one of them always catches it. That's why self-checkout scanners feel almost magical. They're not smarter than regular scanners. They just cast a wider net. And here's something most people never think about. Every barcode has what's called a quiet zone, a blank white space on either side of the bars. That space isn't wasted packaging. It tells the scanner where the barcode begins and ends. Without the quiet zone, the scanner can't find the edges of the code. Which is why barcodes printed too close to the edge of a package, or stickers placed over part of the quiet zone, fail to scan. That's not the scanner malfunctioning. That's the scanner correctly identifying that the code is incomplete. Here's a number that puts all of this into perspective. The first product ever scanned with a barcode was a 10-pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit Chewing Gum. At 8:01 a.m. on June 26, 1974, at a Marsh supermarket in Troy, Ohio. That pack of gum is now in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. Today, over 6 billion barcodes are scanned every single day worldwide. That's 6 billion times a day that a laser reads a pattern of black and white lines and retrieves information from a database in under a millisecond. From one pack of chewing gum in Ohio, to 6 billion scans a day, in just 50 years. And the barcode itself hasn't changed. The same system invented in 1974 is still running the global retail industry today. Here's the part most people never know. The barcode was actually invented in 1948 by two graduate students, Norman Woodland and Bernard Silver, who overheard a supermarket executive complaining that checkout lines were too slow. Woodland was so obsessed with solving the problem that he dropped out of his PhD program to work on it full-time. His first design wasn't stripes. It was a series of concentric circles, like a bullseye target. He called it the bullseye code. The idea was patented in 1952. But the technology to read it fast enough didn't exist yet. So it sat, unused, forgotten, ahead of its time, for over 20 years. Norman Woodland lived to see barcodes on virtually every product on Earth. He died in 2012, having watched his college dropout invention become one of the most used technologies in human history. And here's the thing that ties this all together. The barcode never stores a price. Ever. Prices live in the store's database, not in the barcode. Which means the moment a store changes a price, every product in the store is instantly updated. No relabeling. No stickers. No reprinting. That tiny pattern of lines isn't storing information. It's unlocking it. And it's doing that 6 billion times a day. So next time you drop an item on a self-checkout scanner, and it reads it instantly at whatever angle it lands, remember what just happened. Dozens of laser beams fired simultaneously in every direction. One of them crossed your barcode at exactly the right angle. It read the pattern of light and dark reflections in under a millisecond. Sent a 12-digit code to a database. Retrieved the price, the name, the stock count. All before you've even looked up from your phone. A system invented by a college dropout in 1948. Ignored for 20 years. First used on a pack of chewing gum in Ohio. Now running 6 billion transactions a day. Hidden in plain sight on every single product you've ever bought. That little white border around the lines? Don't cover it. Now you know why. That's it for today. Drop a comment. What's the weirdest place you've ever seen a barcode? If this made you think, subscribe, because we explain something new every single week. Now you know.